What's a thing you do that you wonder whether other people do too? If other people suddenly feel disconnected from their body for no reason. I know the realization and depersonalization are associated with epilepsy, which I have, but sometimes it's so faint I can't tell if I'm having an episode, or if normal people also randomly become hyper aware of their body being in this particular place at this exact time doing this very thing and kind of get overwhelmed by all the details of it. Peel the skin of their lips off until they bleed. Sometimes, I feel the urge to lie down on the floor. I don't do it when people are around, but when I'm alone, I sometimes follow it and lie on the ground for a short while. Same. Comforting. Have full conversations/arguments in my head. Sometimes forget myself and say things out loud. Unnecessary kung fu moves while doing common household chores, often accompanied by kung fu sounds. Honestly, make a very detailed list for groceries. I know it might sound normal, but I have to include meals I'm making for the week. Add all the ingredients to the list and any snacks, drinks, whatever else I need, but in order. Starting from the moment I enter the store, I have the list separated produce/dairy/frozen. It keeps things tidy, and I can see what else I could need or missed. Also, I have 8 bedtime stories, scenarios that will never ever happen in real life. But I cannot sleep without thinking about one of them. Since I was 15, I'm 30 now. Sometimes I remember where did I stop the story the day before, and continue the storyline from there until I sleep. It's like watching 8 original movies that I have created in my mind with characters, scripts, clothes and everything over and over again. It started with me creating everything. Now I just close my eyes and watch. I usually fall asleep within 5 minutes maximum. I wonder if people see the same colors in the same way I do. I wonder about other people's life, like what it must be like to be them and live their lives only regular people though, like strangers I see at a grocery store, bank, etc. I think this is extremely healthy and I wish people did this more. It's kind of the first step of empathy, right? First you have to wonder what other people's lives are like, and then you imagine yourself in their shoes. Favor one side of my mouth when eating. Does anyone else think they are about to die multiple times every day? I have no reason to think that, but for some reason I do anyways. Imagine what words would look like if all letters were written on top of each other. The best words are the ones that would make a symmetrical pile, like blood. I live alone, but if I forget something in my bedroom before a shower and I'm naked, I'll put something on to go get it. I guess in case there's a serial killer waiting for me. Like if I have to run for my life out the building, at least I'll have some dignity maybe. Wonder why I'm inside my body and experiencing my perspective, and then wrapping my head around the fact that people have their own experiences and perspectives. I still can't wrap my head around the fact that there are other consciousnesses aside from mine, but I'm only experiencing mine and not others. It's kinda hard to explain, but that's the gist of it. Panic in a quiet hurry when the conveyor belt at the grocery store advances, but you haven't finished arranging all your items yet. In my mind I count edges I see, straight edges in frames, rooms, really anything with an edge that meets an edge, while I count my index finger moves with the addition. Every time I get a sudden shiver, especially while driving, or thought crosses my mind that I just died in that moment, in that place, in an alternate reality, or else I just hit continue and started from my last checkpoint, lol. Sometimes I stare at an object while thinking, and then after I realize that I was staring at something, then I feel a bit weird, like, why the hell am I staring at that thing? Sometimes I imagine that the person I'm thinking about can read my thoughts while I'm thinking about them, / feeling awkward in public places, like I don't know how to describe it. I just feel out of place at times, or like I'm being weird, or like I question if I'm doing something right. Like I go to the store and I park and then I question if I parked weirdly, even though I parked fine, and then I wonder if anyone would judge my parking, so I sometimes repark. Then I go in the store and I feel out of place, like just awkward, like I'll be at checkout and I'll be thinking like, am I lined up in the right place? Being in public is just hoping I'm not weird to others. I never finish the last cookie because I feel rude. I pretend like I'm Spider-Man and silently shoot webs all over the place so I can swing and get places quicker. Long hallways, between buildings, that kind of thing. I've been doing this as long as I can remember, and I'm now 47 years old. This is awesome, and I'm going to try it. Under my mask I make random faces. I get words, phrases, or weird ideas in my head right before I fall asleep. Most recently the idea of a scrambled egg water slide rolled around in my head until I fell asleep. A sound that I can make in my head, like an earthquake. I hate public toilet door handles for fear of people not washing their hands. When I'm exiting the toilet, instead of pulling the door handle, I found another way to open the door. Usually, there is a triangular, 2-arm mechanism on the top left corner of the door that automatically closes the door when you leave. The same mechanism can open the door if you push it to the right. This saves me having to touch the handle. Please subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of Reddit Universe.